Hello, I'm Daryl Miller. I work with the lighting control group of the Leviton Manufacturing Company. Thank you for joining us today. I would like to give you a brief overview of the lighting control systems installed in many Hyatt House and Hyatt Place hotels. In this video, we will discuss the reason behind installing these lighting control systems and how they support the Hyatt brand image. We will also see an overview of the equipment and explore some of the basic functions. We'll also review what functions will be automatically controlled by a time clock and what schedule overrides can be controlled by hotel staff. Finally, the typical locations of control stations and other equipment will be identified, so you'll be ready to start using the system at your Hyatt property. Lighting controls do so much more than turn lights on and off. They help to convey Hyatt's highly finished architectural brand image to guests around the world and enhance the overall guest experience from arrival to checkout. This lighting is normally controlled automatically on a Hyatt specified schedule, providing a pre-recorded look and atmosphere which changes throughout the day. The fully automatic operation removes the guesswork for the staff about what lights should be on or off and when. Some areas of the hotel, like meeting and gathering rooms, feature lighting controls specifically designed to support the functions within those areas. Lights can be manually adjusted to suit the requirements of the current function within the space. Let's continue on to learn more about where each lighting control station is located and how they operate. Let's begin by identifying the areas or spaces where lighting controls will be in use. Hyatt specified lighting controls are typically used in three primary applications to create lighting scenes that promote or present the Hyatt brand image to our guests. Public spaces. This includes the vestibule, lobby, business center, lounge 1 and lounge 2, bar, guest, kitchen, and dining areas. Meeting rooms, which can be divided into multiple rooms using folding walls, and smaller gathering spaces. And the exterior areas of the property. This includes the parking lot, lighting for the exterior of the building, landscape lighting, and signage. As guests enter the open floor plan lobby, they are able to view several functional areas from one vantage point. By simply turning their gaze right or left, the guest will typically be able to see the lobby, reception desk, business center, lounges, and bar. The lighting control system maintains an attractive, balanced view across all areas and highlights the special architectural features of each space. The lighting levels will continuously change throughout the day and night to complement the natural light in the space and enhance the ambience. This is achieved by recording standard Hyatt looks or presets into the lighting control system. The presets are automatically activated and require no staff interaction. The lights slowly fade from look to look, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, the lighting changes will be so smooth and gradual, guests and staff will not even be aware changes are taking place. Unlike the public spaces in the hotels, meeting and gathering room lighting control systems are manually activated when the space is in use. Meeting and gathering rooms are equipped with dimmer controls, which can be adjusted by hotel staff or guest to set the scene for audio-visual presentations, business meetings, or create an ambiance for social events. When meeting rooms are divided by folding walls, dimmer controls can be adjusted for each specific meeting room segment or expanded over multiple segments. You will see how to adjust dimmer controls for each space later in this video. In gathering rooms, where the space is defined by fixed walls, often wallbox dimmers will be provided for simplified control. You will see how to adjust these simple wallbox dimmers later in the video. In rooms where more than 4 different types of lighting fixtures are being controlled, a touchscreen control station, similar to the units found in the divided meeting rooms, might be provided. The control systems are primarily controlled through touchscreen stations. The location for each touchscreen station and the custom lighting programs they contain are designed to meet Hyatt's unique specification and enhance the Hyatt brand image. We will go over the location of every touchscreen and its functionality in just a bit. Here is an example of the master station touchscreen layout. The master station is usually found in the general manager's office. Interior lighting in the public space areas are controlled using 7 custom presets: morning, breakfast, lunch, afternoon, cocktail, evening, and after hours. Each time of day has a corresponding preset and an associated lighting look. The exterior of the building is a very important part of Hyatt's brand image. As guests approach the hotel, the exterior should feel welcoming and create a great first impression. This is achieved with safe, well-lit parking lots, building and landscape lighting, and bright signage. The system which controls the exterior lighting is separate from that which controls the interior and is fully automatic in operation. The exterior lighting is programmed to turn on at sunset and off at sunrise using the astrological clock. The system automatically adjusts for changes in the seasons or daylight savings time. Exterior signage is also programmed to respond to a photocell. This enables signs to illuminate on dark, rainy days, welcoming guests, in addition to operating on their regular post-sunset schedule. This system needs no interaction with the staff to operate. It's typically located in the electrical room where there is limited access. However, should the situation arise where the exterior lights need to be turned on outside of the usual schedule, such as maintenance override, push buttons are located at the control cabinet. Let's take a moment to recap. We know lighting control systems help to reinforce Hyatt's brand image and enhance the overall guest experience. Lighting throughout the public spaces and the building exterior is continuously controlled to meet specific Hyatt standards and requirements. The lighting systems controlling these spaces are designed and programmed to operate automatically with minimal interaction by staff and deliver changes that will not disrupt guests. Now that we've identified our objectives for the lighting systems, let's move forward and take a look at its operation.
Hi, I'm Anna Alexander, one of the many technical experts based out of the Tualatin, Oregon offices of Leviton's Lighting Controls Group. In this section of the video, I will give you a brief overview of the actual lighting control system equipment installed in typical Hyatt House and Hyatt Place hotels. We will go over where each item is located and how the control stations operate. We will also dive a little deeper into when staff interaction is needed and what happens automatically. Let's get started. Let's start by viewing a ground plan of Hyatt's latest Series 300 Hyatt prototype. We will use this as our example when discussing the layout of the lighting control system because this floor plan contains all of the spaces found in both new and older Hyatt House and Hyatt Place hotels. As we discussed in the previous section, Hyatt has devised standard preset lighting looks which are coordinated with the interior architectural finish and helps to convey the brand image. The public spaces are included in what's known as an open floor plan concept. The area highlighted in yellow indicates the public spaces where guests move freely around the hotel. A guest entering at the front doors can see multiple areas in one glance. The lighting control system covers most of these spaces. Let's zoom into the public space area. We can now see this large area is divided into several functional spaces. Functional spaces in this area include the vestibule, lobby and check area, Business Center, Lounge 1, Lounge 2, the bar, the guest room dining, and the kitchen guest area. In some hotels, an exterior patio space may be adjacent to the guest dining, or there may be a patio space adjacent to the lounge or bar. These exterior spaces would also be included in the lighting control system. The master lighting control station can be found in the general manager's office. This touchscreen station controls all the lighting in the public spaces. A second touchscreen station is located behind the bar. This touchscreen can only control the spaces in the immediate area: the bar, Lounge 1, Lounge 2, and if your hotel happens to feature the adjoining patio areas we previously mentioned. This touchscreen will be able to control those exterior spaces as well. A third lighting control station is in the prep kitchen location. This touchscreen can only control the lighting in the guest kitchen, the guest dining area, and any external patio which may be associated with these spaces. We are now going to take a closer look at the touchscreen stations and explore the different functions and presets. We are currently viewing the configuration for the master touchscreen, which as mentioned is located in the General Manager's office. The controls are activated by a touch of your finger on the surface of the screen. This station might appear with a blank screen or a dimly lit screen. These are the station's screensaver modes. Touching the screen will cause the station to become active and display its screens. At the bottom of the screen, you will find the current time and date. A Leviton logo and a phone number for technical support services are also shown on this screen. Leviton's technical support team is available Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Should you have any problems with the system or need operation assistance, please call this number. 7 pre-recorded Hyatt standard presets are loaded into every lighting control system. Each preset is represented by a labeled black rectangular push button on the screen: morning, breakfast, lunch, afternoon, cocktail, evening, and after hours. The currently active preset push button will be illuminated. Something to keep in mind: presets are created with what is called a fade time. That means it takes 2 minutes for the lighting control system to fade from one preset look to the next. This happens automatically as the system moves through the schedule or when a new preset button has been pushed. The 2-minute fade time rate is not a fault in the system, but created intentionally so that the lighting changes smoothly and gradually and is not noticed by guests. If you'd like the system to jump from the next preset without the 2-minute fade time, double tap the button and the lighting for that specific space will immediately change your selected preset. Also note, there are no off controls. The station will not allow the operator to black out the public areas at any time. We are currently viewing the presets screen. Should you wish to view the manual controls for individual areas, simply touch the appropriate tab. There may be more tabs than what is visible on the screen. To see additional tabs, simply drag your finger right or left across the tab section of the screen. We will take a closer look at how this screen operates a little later in this video. Now that we have covered how to navigate around the touchscreen, let's take a closer look at the presets on the main screen. To review, 7 Hyatt standard presets are automatically activated by a schedule or time clock. The lighting control system will automatically operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and under normal operation, requires no interaction from the hotel staff. There may be an occasional situation where you will need to override the lighting control system. For example, let's say the hotel was booked by a large special event and the public spaces are being used late into the evening for events. They may want the areas to remain more brightly lit than the scheduled upcoming after-hours preset will allow. The cocktail or evening preset could be manually selected to keep the areas at the brighter levels. Simply press the preset look you would like the system to implement. The system will return to the scheduled look at the next time change. Again, the new look will fade up over a 2-minute time span so as not to implement an abrupt lighting change. It will initially appear as if the lights are not changing as the system starts the fading sequence. If you would like the system to jump to the next preset without the 2-minute fade time, double tap the button and the lighting for that specific space will immediately change your selected preset. This is not recommended when the public spaces are occupied by guests. Next, we'll take a look at the schedule or time clock settings. This schedule is how the system knows which presets to activate and when. The time clock settings are fully operational as soon as they are loaded into the lighting control system at the time the system was programmed. And again, no interaction from hotel staff is required to keep things running on schedule. Let's explore how the tabs at the top of the touchscreen work. Where the preset buttons allowed you to easily adjust the lighting in large areas, the lighting control system also allows you to control individual spaces and groups of lights within those spaces. Let's say you need to manually control the lights in the bar and wish to override the preset look. You would touch the bar tab at the top of the screen and several labeled slider controls will appear. Downlights, pendants, cabinets, and coffee service are typical labels for lighting under the bar tab. Using the knob on the slider, simply slide your finger up or down to adjust the light levels. Individual groups of lights can be adjusted in this manner within the space. Any manual changes to the lighting levels using either presets or sliders will only be active until the next scheduled preset takes effect. When the time clock triggers the next preset, the lighting levels will automatically change to the next pre-recorded look. There are typically 8 tabs across the top of the master touchscreen located in the manager's office. These tabs correspond with 8 areas in which the lighting control system operates in the public spaces. These might include the bar, gallery, host, guest kitchen, lobby, lounge, sunroom, or any space that is actually present in your facility. Just like the example we viewed of the bar, each tab will feature a set of sliders which correspond to the lighting in that specific space. The touchscreen stations located in the bar and prep kitchen only contain tabs for the manual controls for the areas assigned to those stations. These stations only allow the manual override of lights in those local areas. Preset control is not available from these stations. We will now review how the lighting control system is used in meeting spaces and how hotel staff can adjust the lighting for setup or during events. In a typical Hyatt House or Hyatt Place hotel, you will find dividable meeting rooms and gathering rooms which do not divide. The dividable meeting rooms have folding walls which can be opened or closed depending on the size of the space needed for each particular event. Presets may appear on the meeting room tabs. However, this is not a Hyatt standard and would be loaded into the lighting control system only at the request and discretion of the hotel developer or the general manager. Just like the bar and kitchen touchscreens, the touchscreen stations located in the meeting spaces will only control the lighting in the immediate area. You will typically only see one tab at the top of the screen, and on this tab will be a set of labeled sliders that correspond to the lighting in the meeting spaces. The hotel staff can adjust the sliders as needed to achieve the correct level of lighting. For example, you might set the levels to full brightness while staff is setting up the room, or dim the lighting down for an event with AV presentations. Let's take a look at the floor plan for an example of how the lighting control system works with typical dividable meeting spaces. You will find one touchscreen station in each segment of a dividable meeting room. When the air wall is pushed back and the room is being used as one large meeting space, there may be multiple touchscreens in the space, and each can be used to control the entire room. But when the air walls are engaged, the large meeting space is divided into 2 smaller spaces. Since each segment is equipped with its own touchscreen station, multiple events can run simultaneously, and the lighting can be adjusted for each event independently by deactivating the room combined station. The room combined station is usually located adjacent to a dividable meeting space in the storage room where you might keep extra banquet tables, chairs, or supplies. When the air wall is engaged, the push button on the station is in the off position and should not be illuminated. This allows each touchscreen to control the lighting in its own segment of the divided meeting room. When the air wall is folded back, you will need to access the storage room and manually push the button on the room combined station so that it's in the on position and illuminates green. The green illumination means the room segments are combined and all touch screens within the meeting room will function as one. This makes it easy for operation and control over the entire meeting space. There is also an engraved panel marked A and B or A, B, and C, depending on how many segments the meeting room can be divided into for that particular hotel. The letters indicate the relationship of the room segments. In individual meeting rooms where downlights, wall sconces, ceiling cove, or pendant lighting fixtures might be employed, wall box dimmers will be provided. These dimmers allow for the individual adjustment of the different fixture types which exist in the room. These simple-to-operate dimmers can be adjusted by pressing the top or bottom of this illumination level control bar on the side of the unit. The lights can be turned off and on using the paddle push button. Lights will fade up to the last level on the illumination level control bar, and further adjustments can be made using the same control bar. Many meeting and gathering rooms are equipped with vacancy sensors. These sensors will turn the lights off automatically 30 minutes after the space becomes vacant. The exterior lighting is automatically controlled by a switching system which is equipped with an astronomical clock. The clock automatically adjusts the lighting to turn on and off based on the sunrise and sunset times each day. These systems are also equipped with a photocell which is set to illuminate the signage on dark, rainy days, welcoming guests to the hotel. A push button has been provided to manually illuminate the lighting for maintenance purposes. No interaction by staff is needed as the system is fully automatic. Support for the lighting control system is available should you ever have issues or questions. The tech support main line is available Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need assistance, please call 800-959-6004. You can also reach out by email at lestechsupport@leviton.com. When you contact tech support, you will be given an inquiry number. Make sure to keep this number handy as it's the best way for tech support to reference your records and provide assistance. Project numbers, often referred to as the quote or BOM number, can also be used if you do not have an inquiry number. Thank you for joining us for this overview of the lighting control systems and their operations in many Hyatt House and Hyatt Place hotels.